Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Kira and I am obsessed with everything that is makeup and makeup related. And I just like makeup and I like playing with makeup. It makes me feel better. It makes me happy. So let's get into it. So I'm going to be doing a 2 looks 1 palette video, or 2 looks 1 palette today, featuring the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Star Ranch palette. I have had other makeup on. I didn't feel like redoing my face makeup, which is why this situation is the way it is. And I am stained for that reason. But anyways, I'm going to take off my face makeup after this, and I'm going to redo all of my face makeup so I can keep filming, so I can get some more filming done. But this is the Star Ranch palette. This is the unit carton, and this is what the palette looks like. This was originally a mystery box exclusive, but now you can purchase it on his website for $28. And this is what the inside of the Star Ranch palette looks like. So people were very confused, I think, because this is what the palette looks like and this is the inside or the outside, and people kind of thought it was going to be more pink related because of the pink net, like the Star Ranch here, and I mean there's literally a pink yak and a pink horse on it. So I think people really thought that this was going to be a more pink tone palette, and it's really not. I personally think that these are colors that are rejected from the Blue Blood and Orgy collections, because you have the neutrals up here and then the blue tones right here, which I guess you can tell which I'm going to do. I'm going to do a blue toned eye on one eye and a neutral on the other. But I do think that these colors are Blue Blood and Orgy collection rejects, although this Yak Farm shade up here is gorgeous. He does sell this in a single. I don't have it in a single. The only reason I still have this palette is because I don't have this in a single. When I have this in a single, I will probably more than likely end up getting rid of this, because I have this shade in Ocean Ice from Blue Blood, and I have it in a Ocean Ice in a single. I can still get this in a single too. Jeffree has so many matte blues that I have. It's a good formula, but he has so many of these same colors in different palettes that I own. So that's that. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Instead of rambling, I'm going to use my LA Colors Eye Primer in the matte finish. I talk about this a lot whenever I'm doing my eyes. I love this primer. I think it's a great primer. I like it even more when it's not set. I think it's better off not set. And I'm not going to set it today because there is not a setting shade in this palette. But I am going to go into another shade from the Profusion Chocolates palette, because I don't feel like this palette is enough for a full look. I mean, it could be. I have done full looks on it with it, but I just kind of feel like I need a little bit more. So the only shade I'm dipping into is going to be Adventurous right here from the Jeffree, or from the Profusion Chocolates palette. And I'm going to do the neutral eye first because I'm still working out what I want to do for that colorful eye, and I know I want to use this in the neutral eye because I just kind of feel like I need it. And I am using the Laura Lee Los Angeles Birthday brushes, which only has 4 eye brushes. I figured it would have more, but it does only have 4. Alright, that's all I did with the Chocolates palette. You really didn't need to do that if you don't want to, or if you have this palette and you want to do one of these looks, you don't have to do that because Yak Farm is good enough on its own. So again, I'm trying to work out what I want to do for that color palette, that colorful look, because I'm definitely going to do a blue look using these, but the only matte is this, and the other 4 blues / greens are shimmers. So I'm trying to figure out how to use all of them. And I'm using the Laura Lee L26 brush. This Yak Farm is such a good shade, and I am not going to lie, it is the only reason I have kept this palette as long as I have. Otherwise, I kind of feel like I would have gotten rid of it by now. And if I get Yak Farm in a single, which I'm going to get Yak Farm in a single, I do so many Jeffree Star orders, I'm going to get it in a single. This palette I won't have anymore, but I'm keeping it just for Yak Farm. So I'm going to... This whole series is to get me to use more colors. So I want to go in with Owl Eyes, but I'm going to take Open Range on the L30 brush. And I'm going to... I mean, his shimmers are just so extremely pigmented. Like, my first reaction is to pick this up with a finger, but you can totally get it done with a brush, as I just did. Like I said, I'm going to do a more neutral look today. I'm going to take the L26 brush and go into Wyoming, which is right there. and blend out that. And this is going to be a very quick look, I think, because I'm almost done. And take out eyes. There's not a light shade in here for the brow bone, so I'm just going to ignore for the brow bone today. Put that in the inner corner. And then I'm going to take Yak Farm and Wyoming on that same brush that I just used but cleaned it off, and put that in the lower lash line. So that is it for that neutral look. I'm going to go ahead and go off camera, figure out what eyeliners I want to use and what mascara I want to use, and I'll be right back. Okay, I figured it out. I'm going to take the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Automatic Eyeliner in Cold Digger, which I need to get rid of this box, honestly, so I'm actually going to set this out to get rid of, because I feel like that box is the reason I don't use it that much, is because I look at it, and I'm like, work. But I am kind of trying to keep with the theme of Jeffree Star. And I'm going to take my ColourPop Act Natural Defining Mascara in brown, sticking with the brown theme on this eye. Alright, and that is the completed eye with this palette, the neutral side at least. Okay, now I'm going to have a little bit of an issue because, like I said, this is the only matte that is the bright colors. So I'm going to use this L28 brush, and I'm going to take Grand Prismatic, and I'm just going to go for it. Now, I will tell you, I have used the matte blue in the Controversy palette, the mini ones that Shane did, and the blue is almost identical. These blues are almost identical. So if you want a matte blue like this, you do not have to just get it from one of those palettes. Honestly, I just recommend picking it up from his singles. His singles are $10. They are expensive. They're like $9.99. They're quite expensive. But as you saw, that blended out amazing and bold, and I love it. But you don't have to get this whole palette, and you don't have to get the whole Shane palette either. I'm going to take the L27 brush, and I'm going to take Winter Wind, I think. That's what I want to do. And I'm going to apply it on the lid. Because like I said, I'm going to go for a colorful look. Because you can go two ways with this palette. You can go colorful or you can go neutral. And I did the neutral. One eye. I'm just going back into Grand Prismatic, and I'm going to blend those out. I'm going to try and use the other three shades. I don't know how, but I'm going to try. I'll think of something. I'm just wiping off that L27 brush, and I'm going to actually have an idea. I'm going to take Casper Mountain right here, which is the kind of silver light blue, and I'm going to put that in the inner tear duct area. Oh. Wow. Wow. Let me just take a little bit more of Grand Prismatic. That's definitely not a shade I would put on the brow bone. Like I said, this is not a completed look palette. You don't have to set your eye primer if you don't need to, but you really don't have a brow bone highlight that you can use in this palette. I'm going to take Old Jeff right here on that same L27 brush, and just put Old Jeff in the middle right there. I actually like how that layered really pretty on top of Winter Wind. And then just want to make sure Grand Prismatic in the crease is blended out. And I think I'm gonna go off camera and do a little dramatizing of this eye. I'll be right back. Okay, so all I did was take Bobbi Brown's black eyeshadow, ombre eyeshadow, or whatever it's called, and put it on the outer corner. Now I'm gonna just go for it. I'm gonna take this L30 brush, and we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna take Star Creek, which is the shimmer green, and we're gonna put it on the lower lash line and see how it looks. Now, you don't have to do all color. You honestly could take Grand Prismatic and put it on the lower lash line. It'll show up a lot better than what Star Creek is doing. And there is hella fallout on this side, just so you guys know. But you can also take Wyoming and Yak Farm and put it in the crease. Pop one of those blues on the lid and put that Grand Prismatic on the lower lash line. Have a more dramatic look, but I went more colorful with mine. Okay, I've picked out my eyeliners. I'm going to use my NYC liquid liner to do a wing because I just feel like colored looks like this is not complete unless you do a wing. Hi. I'm going to take my Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil in the shade Silken Turquoise. Channeling that blue today. And the mascara I picked is the Anastasia Lash Brag Mascara for this eye. So that is what I'm going to go in with. Wow, this is a seriously different look. I don't think that this looks like it came from the same palette. Right, so that is it. Okay, so that is it for this 2 looks 1 palette video. Let's see. This is the neutral eye, and this is the colorful eye using the Star Ranch palette. I really want to know what you guys think. Which eye do you prefer? Do you like this palette? Which eye do you prefer? Let me know down below, and I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys!